Everybody is concerned. What happens to the data I upload on these sites? And Robert had a great question. If I connect my OneDrive to ChatGPT, how do I make sure it's not stealing my data and training on it? And it's true. Public AI is a significant risk for data leakage. ChatGPT and Gemini and Grok and Claude and DeepSeek, they are all training on public data. And they are all training, if you're a free user, you submit something, they are training on that data. Now, users may already be using that to train on it, right? They may have been already putting public information in their private accounts or their free accounts. You can have a free ChatGPT account right now. So there are two approaches to this, right? The first one is policy. Just say, hey, you absolutely cannot send private information to an AI unless we've approved it in writing. Now, I will tell you that the version of CoPilot that comes with Microsoft 365 that's actually paid for, and all the paid plans for ChatGPT and the others very publicly state that they do not train on your data. I will leave your faith to corporate tactics up to you, whether you think they are being truthful for that or not. I still see it as a risk, but it is a largely undefinable risk because I don't know how much they're training on your data. I would definitely still say, make sure you're not uploading data that you wouldn't risk, right? It's everywhere. It even says we have a very corporate ChatGPT account at Endsight, and it says it does not train on data everywhere we look. But I have exactly the same amount of faith in that as I have faith in a written policy that says, you tell your users not to do this, right? The other policy, of course, is a technical control. And that technical control is effectively, you can't access this on your work device. Now, when we get into data loss prevention, DLP itself is an entire field of study, and it's an entire skill set in IT, and it is part of the security and part of the data governance realm. And it's always going to have a challenge because we all have phones, right? You have a phone in your friggin' hand probably because you're not listening to me. That would be silly. So what you could do is just take a picture of your screen with your phone. It's defeatable. But we have lots of ways to test this. We have lots of ways to check it. And just like all other things in security, layers are important. So it's nice to have a policy that says you can't put corporate data in AI that you don't, sensitive data. You have a technical control to remove access to all the AI sites you don't want. One of the great things about Microsoft CoPilot is it actually sticks with all the logging and permissions and stuff that's set up in Microsoft 365. So you don't actually have another ChatGPT layer on top of that. There are some weaknesses. CoPilot tends to be a little bit behind ChatGPT in power. But the point is that this is just a risk you need to understand. You need to understand there is a risk, and it never, at least at the moment, cannot be fully defeated.